Welcome back to the Forever World. I know I promised last episode that you would watch me do some redstone without a video tutorial, and let me just tell you, it didn't go good. I had to eventually look it up. Yeah, I recorded for 2.5 hours to make this thing, and it doesn't even work. So these next couple minutes is just gonna be me struggling to make this. And if anyone knows how a moss farm works, please let me know, cause I don't know. I don't know at all. But let's get into it. Have fun for the next couple minutes. Oh, my mic's been muted this whole time. My mic's. I've been recording for 12 minutes, and my mic's been muted. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how much of that you saw or heard or didn't hear, but we're gonna get into the farm. Yay! We're following the guide from this lovely video here. Go check it out if you want a small moss farm. There's a lot of options for bigger moss farms, but um, I just kind of need a small, simplistic one, and really it's just a stone generator pushing in one direction into a hopper system. So it's not that complicated or crazy. I'm going to do a couple modifications to it, which first is going to be this crafter that I want in here, because I want this to craft bone blocks, and I want there to be a moss output as well. This chest can change later, but this is just going to purely be moss. I'm going to have an item filter for just the moss, and we'll have that set up. We really just need to predetermine where things are going to be at. So I have an idea where like it might be cool if like on the chest or like on this wall was glass so you could kind of see the inner workings of the machine. Um, so I don't know if I want the hopper there or the hopper there for where the bone meal goes in, because I also need to put in a thing for the redstone line as well. I love that redstone is just ultimately so much more complicated than you always think it's going to be. Because, like, I had thought I had a plan, but I do not. I did think I had enough resources. I do not. I thought I knew what was going on. I do not. Yeah, no, this was supposed to be by, like, memory hail. No, that ain't. No, that ain't happening. I just had like 400 thoughts in my head, didn't say a single one of them. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused. I'm building out of my ass. Let me try to explain what I'm thinking here. So I need an item filter here to shoot out, and so the moss goes down into this one and goes here. I need that to then go down into a composter, which will lead into this guy. Okay, can the hopper go in like this? Nope, and I just put bread in there. Yay. You know, this is probably like super overcomplicated and probably not correct. And probably will not work. Did I build it too low? Oh my dumbass. Oh my. Oh, this never happened. Okay, next step on building this backwards. Um, Creating the bone meal thingy in the moss area. Yes. I didn't bring copper bulbs, did I? Nope, no copper bulbs. How do you even make copper bulbs? I love just flying back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's my favorite activity. Oh, I didn't need two of them. Oh. This is why you don't like not play the game for 3 years. Because you don't know all the recipes. You just don't know them all. I don't, fuck it, I'm Batman, bro. I'm Batman. I don't need to sleep. Fuck sleeping. Okay, that's all set up correctly, I think. Um, I'm no longer Batman. I'm no longer Batman. This should be the moss, like bone meal dispenser thing. Again, I don't really know redstone. I'm so confused. I'm trying to learn. I tried to do it from memory. I messed it up. I had to look at the video. So basically all this does is when we finally add the contraption here to power it, this will dispense bone meal into here, and then it will put moss on the top layer here. I'm gonna have to remove the floor, make it non-mossable material. That way it can only go up. I think cobblestone is fine. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. But that's about it. When it powers up, it'll power up here and then go through here, and then when the no block plays, the observer will fire, and then it'll fire the bone meal and the piston at the same time, and we'll be all good there. Dust. How does scaffolding work, man? Ah! Okay. What does that mean? Okay, so we have basically constructed the stone generator fully. We just gotta go get a thing of lava to put in here, and then we're good. And then I think we're done. We gotta replace the walls. We're actually gonna do that really quickly because I don't want this to burn down. And then I think we're chilling and we can try to run it. Okay. Okay. I just gotta flip. Is anything broken down here? Everything looks to be in order. Oh, I saw it refill in the bone mill. What happened up here, yo? How did that even, how was that the issue? Yes, that was the issue. Oh my goodness. I've made some modifications and attempted to make this somewhat better. I'm still struggling with the stone generators. The stone generator might just get changed. But the stone generator is the only thing that's really giving me problems. This here, this system has so far been fine. Like, we have gotten moss in here, and we have gotten most everything else into this one and into here. But it's the stone generator that's broken. So we're gonna say it's fine for now, because like the stone generator is something I can just monitor and keep working at. It's like a little game while I let it run. But I need to quickly get this powered up, and then we should be good. Okay, so we have basically got it done. Other than the broken bit on the stone generator, which I might switch out later, this is working, and that's all I care about. So I'm going to let it run for a little bit and get the moss that we need to finish the canal that we worked on last video, and then finish that up and see what we're doing next. It's been about a week since the last time I recorded. Couple things. One, the moss farm, it sucks. Like, it's bad. So I'm going to have to redo that and kind of remake that. But it worked well enough for us to gather enough resources to basically finish the canal walls. There's a little bit here and there where they could probably get better, but for the most part, we have the walls all placed in and the floor all placed in, and it's finally done. It took me a lot longer than I expected, so that's why you probably didn't see any of it being built, because I was going to time lapse it, and then it took me like 4 days. So here we are. That's just the finished look of it. Now we're gonna start and work on the pathway that wraps alongside it. I am gonna time lapse this. I've just collected enough resources here to get me started, and I'm gonna just go until all those resources run out, and that'll probably be the end of the video. But yeah, let's get to that time lapse. Okay. I went back and got enough wood to finish building all the trees. So now we have from where the bridge will eventually go down there to all the way over here. I'm going to off camera finish extending this all the way here and just kind of like terraform this because I've spent way too much time doing the same exact thing and I feel like it's getting boring. So we're going to do that later. But for now, we're going to take a nice little walk through the path. So the path isn't 100% done yet. I think I might add in some bushes and some greenery in as like a median through here and kind of break up the two sides. But I didn't want super large trees. I just wanted a little canopy over the walkway here. So I went with these smaller, thinner wall and fence and glass pane designs. I don't know if they look any good. But they kind of get the job done, so that's what I went with here. I now need to, on this side at least, put in the handrail or the guardrails in along here, and I think that will be finished for the walkway. But we come up here and we have a section of that done, I think, or at least in the process of getting done. This is for now what I have going, and I think I'm leaning towards the copper. Only time will tell once those finally oxidize into the green. But I think I'm gonna not copy this exact style. Wherever it's 6 blocks wide, I will. But obviously, it's going to be hard to do that on this diagonal and things like that. But emulate this kind of intermediate rail here where you can like still look over but like can't jump over. I mean, I guess I proved myself wrong within 5 seconds. We have this just rail system here, and I might change it as we go along. But I think each one of these will kind of be the pillar I want to do. But yeah, we're just going to shoot this all the way down the path, all the way to where we're going to finish on the edge there. And then that will be the finished walkway for now. The bridge is going to serve another purpose, which is going to connect to the university over there. So there's going to be a long diagonal street all the way over here. I wanted it to be like a true diagonal out from the university, but I did the math and it landed here, and I didn't want to build a bridge like that, so I'm going to do a funky little diagonal at a bigger degree here, and that will kind of set part for where the theater will go, which will be at the intersection of this path and the path to the university. So I may have gone a little crazy between last take and this take. Um, I'll just start by saying I made a whole nother road segment that goes out and reaches over here and connects that up. And I finished the walkway for the most part. Most of these shelves are missing the detailing in them, but I have the full walkway, which looks really nice, and will continue to keep adding on to this as we go on because I did not finish that bit like I said I would. I just could not be bothered, let me be honest. But I have fully designed the next build that's going to go in here, and that will be what next episode focuses on, which will be this theater that's going to be plopped on the corner of these two roads here and run along here. That will be a doozy to build. It was a doozy to design because it was my first time making a diagonal build. But we're going to get into that next episode. And right before this outro, I'm going to fix up the map a little bit. Okay, so I said I wanted to kind of change up the map anytime we have done some progress on a video. So it's going to be these couple here, I believe. And then I also want to, for fun, look at how much these over here have changed, because I've done quite a bit over there. So let me run and fill those back up, and then we can put them in and in the video. We have the maps put in, so hopefully this will show a pretty good before and after, as I placed the wrong one in. But that shows pretty much the work we've done on this city part. The part I'm excited for, you guys probably don't care about because this has all been off camera, but is the progress of the desertification, or the undesertification over here. Ah, yes, I've put in a large chunk of dirt over here and just kind of transformed all of that land. But I don't really have anything else for this episode. I'm going to continue to be gathering up sandstone and other resources to build this theater for next episode, but I don't know when that's gonna come out or be done because mangrove wood is incredibly freaking difficult to farm, and I might have to make a tree farm. Who knows? I might be in my Dr. Doofenshmirtz era next episode. We'll figure it out. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and goodbye.